As I record this, I'm at my mom's house and I've been here for about a week. I think I was really, really burned out. And I don't know, I feel like this year, I've been talking about how this year, let me silence my phone. I've been talking about how this year, my main goal was to learn self discipline because it's really important to me that I'm able to do all the things I said I'll do for myself because it makes me feel really, really good and it makes me fall in love more with myself. And so I managed to master this self discipline, but there's, I think, a bad side to it. I think I went overboard and I pushed my body to the maximum. I enrolled in so many things, I was engaged in so many things, which I honestly and genuinely enjoy. But towards the end of the year, like for the last 1 month, I've been really, really burnt out because I feel, I don't know. My brother tells me that as someone watching from the outside, when he looks at me, he can see a really responsible girl who's getting shit done. But me, when I'm by myself, I'm consistently thinking, oh my God, this is not done. I need to do this. I need to do this. My brain is consistently on overdrive. And I've not been taking time to just sit and relax. I mean, I do rest, but then I think with everything I've been doing, to be honest, my body just said nah. And then if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know that my kitten Chino passed away. He passed away like a week ago, and that grief threw me into it really made me realize that I had to pause and just feel my emotions and go through things because throughout the year from January I've just been powering on. I've been on go mode. I've been going, 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 but this actually forced me to chill. And I think this is why I came to my mom's house because being in my house was making me feel sad, as well as like these things that need to be done consistently. Like I need to be working all the time. I used to think when I was employed, I was working. Now that I'm doing my own thing, it's crazier. It's crazier. And I'm just going to take it that things I've really been going through the motions because I needed to take a pause and breathe and just live my life. So I'm glad I've been able to do that. I've been at my mom's house, eating my mom's food, being really, really spoiled. My parents really spoiled me, and they really created an environment back home where I'm able to still be myself and relax and breathe and forget about the world. It's actually been an amazing week. It's the best rest I've had, better than I've been at any resort. Speaking of this whole season, I've really been traveling, moving around. I'm not such a big traveler, but I decided, let me stop holding myself back and got my passport at the beginning of the year. Don't judge me, it's never too late. But it was with intention that I'm able to move around and go places and do things. And I'm so glad that I've been able to do that for myself and for my family as well. So that was also one of the goals that I wanted to achieve this year. So I feel really good about myself as I do my end of year introspection. I've realized that I think for most of the year I was on autopilot because when I look back, I think I was in charge of things, I was making decisions, I was being very intentional with my life. But na realize nikani nimekuwa tu niki cruise. Kama leo ni Monday jioni, kesho morning I have TV at Citizen. If you watch me on the David Show every Tuesday at 8 a.m., and I was thinking about what outfit I'll wear tomorrow. And there's a few dresses that came up that I realized I haven't worn this year. Last time nilizivani maybe last year. And I was thinking, okay, so I'll pick from these ones. And I'm just thinking, I haven't even had to decide my outfits for almost the whole year because that's something my mom does for me. My mom gives me her clothes and she dresses me every Tuesday for the show. I've said it here before. It's something we kind of do together. I think she really enjoys dressing her little girl, and it's something I feel is a gift to her. So I let her have it. I let her have the experience of, getting to tell me what to do with my hair, what to wear. And also, to be honest, I've not always been the best at fashion, but my grandmother and my mom, they really, really care about their clothes and how they look. So even the clothes, most of my wardrobe is clothes from my mom and my grandmother. If you see me in any skimpy, slutty clothes, hizo ni zangu nimebuy. Lakini if you see me in anything elegant, beautiful, it's from my mom's closet. She got it for me, or from my grandma's. So it's helped a lot also because I think sijui kama sai bado naweza afford a full-time stylist, but my mom being able to do that for me, such a blessing. I know she really enjoys it, and I also really enjoy wearing her clothes because they always smell like her in the morning. And because I live away from her, it helps me feel good. So this week, nimekuwa tu huku nikirelax, nikibreathe, and I want to also, in my attempts of becoming this better person who's learning how to balance her work life, because I'm realizing it needs a lot of intentionality. It's not just I'm always preaching, oh, rest, 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 but I'm realizing even the rest has to be very intentional so that I'm able to be present. Because to be honest, sometimes I'm somewhere at a nice hotel, but then I have to check my email because what if something came in? And that's not intentional rest. That's me still being concerned at the back of my mind with things. There's this show I just watched on Netflix. It's called Murder Mindfully. I don't know if I can spoil it, but if you don't want me to spoil it, just forward for like 20 seconds because I want to talk about it a bit. So, this show is about this guy who's a lawyer and he is going through a separation or a divorce with his wife, and they have a kid. And the reason they're even breaking up is because he's always busy. He has a very high demanding job. He has to be present all the time. And he's working with all these, big clients, my drug dealers and stuff. And he just has to be really, he gives all his time to his job. And I realize that that's how men feel because if they do not like them, not being able to provide for the family is a bigger reason for them to just break down than anything else. So I think he stays at work to make sure his family is able to afford a certain lifestyle because he's driving a nice car. Okay, it's a company car, but it's a nice car. He lives in a really nice neighborhood, nice house, nice. Everything is nice. Everything they have is nice. And down the line, this guy ends up becoming a serial killer. Yeah, from being a lawyer to a serial killer. But then he meets this therapist guy who's talking to him and blah blah blah. So sub hapo sita spoil mtendele ukitaka utaiwatch. I really enjoyed it. It's on Netflix. And this guy, he's realizing how throughout the show he's realizing how being present is the most important thing. It's about being mindful. If you're going for a walk, go for a walk. If you're replying emails, reply emails. If you're at a nice restaurant enjoying a meal, enjoy the meal. Like be present, be mindful. That's what mindfulness is about. It's about you taking accountability, being honest, being present, being mindful, like having consideration and caring. It's really crazy that it's in the context of a serial killer, but you should go check out the show. It's really, really okay. Me really enjoy. So saizi nime realize so many things I've just been doing on autopilot, and now I need to take charge. Like, I've been going on dates when I know this is not going to go anywhere. I've been entertaining conversations I shouldn't. I've been entertaining even, jobs that I shouldn't have taken because I need to be intentional. If I want to achieve the standard of the things that I really, really want, I really have to be honest. Like, I can't keep lying to myself. I can't say I want an honest husband and I'm here just being crazy. I have to really be about what I'm talking about. I can't just say, I want to have a nice house, but I'm not even being intentional about it. By the way, I've started being intentional about looking for a new house and decorating it even better. So I'm happy that I was able to, enjoy my space while I did. It's been 3 years now. My first apartment. It's not the dream apartment, but really it served me really, really well. And it made me feel like I can achieve anything I want. I proved it to myself. And to be honest, it just made me fall in love with myself more. And I really like the space because I've had so many experiences in there. That space has really been my home, but now I'm ready for somewhere better and bigger. And also, after my cat Chino died, I just feel no, I can't be here anymore. But I really like the space because of the amenities, the animals, the closeness to everything that I do. I'm moving not far away from there. Lakini it just I don't know, kuna sentimental value that I hold to that space. And talking about, let me go back to the dating. So right now I am seeing someone that I like and it's growing. I can say, I think, I don't know. Okay, that's something else. I need to start being, I don't know. Okay, to be honest, yes, I do like him. And I think it can be serious because it's moving pretty serious. But I don't know. I need to work on the fear that's behind in at the back of my mind that, things could go wrong. I keep thinking it's me protecting myself, just being to be forewarned is to be forearmed. But I don't want to be with someone if I have to be scared. It doesn't make sense. And that's the part of the intentionality I'm talking about, because kama sioni kienda mahali mbona ni entertain. I just need to start saying no to things that are not of my standard so that I can exclusively enjoy the things that I deserve. That's how I feel about myself. And also, I want to stop lying because I have been having sex. Okay, not with him. I haven't had sex with him, but throughout the year, yes, I've had sex a few times. And I realized the reason I keep saying I've not been having sex is because let me explain the girl math. Here, the girls are going to understand me. So, Mimi, sex is a very spiritual experience for me. It goes beyond just the physical part of it. It's also very emotional and spiritual, and like I have to put my mind to it so that my body can even open up. And if I don't get this wholesome experience that allows me to enjoy an orgasm, then it just doesn't count. It doesn't count in my head. So if I have sex with someone I don't like, it doesn't count. If I have sex with, like, if I recycle a body, like I meet my ex, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. If I have sex with someone who I'm not emotionally connected to, that doesn't count. Because why would I count it? Am I making sense? I know the girls get what I mean. So that's why I've been saying I've not been having sex, but I've called myself out and I've realized, okay, yeah, I have dated a few people and I have had sex a couple times. It's just important that I'm honest with myself so that I can actually do real, I can ask myself real questions. Why did I have sex with that guy? Did I enjoy it? Was he treating me nice? Was I happy? Was the sex good? Like, what made me do it? So that I can see how to improve my sex life, so that I can know what I want next and what I want to do for myself. So, okay, yeah, now the cat's out the bag. I've explained and I've been honest. To be honest, the last time I had sex that, like, oh my God, do you think this is weird because now I'm seeing someone else if I talk about that? But no, si alianza kunikatia akijua hizi ndo vitu mufanya. Ama hiyo ni conversation tunafaa to have. I don't know. We'll talk about it when we get there, because he's not okay, no, let me not jinx it, let me not say anything. But I feel like that's why the whole year I haven't really been saying that I'm having sex, but now it's important that I just be honest. So I haven't also been recording any episodes because, like I said, I was feeling very burnt out, and then I ended up going through grief for the last week. That's why there haven't been any episodes up for the last 2 weeks, but I'm back. I love seeing your messages and your DMs telling me, you're not recording. Why aren't you putting out anything? It shows that you guys are really attentive. Namko rada yangu. And I really appreciate the care, and I feel like it's a way of checking up on me, and it's a really good thing because I really appreciate your comments. So, what else? Have I updated you guys on everything? I think so. Everything is, I'm happy, I'm healthy, other than, losing Chino. I feel like my life is pretty stable. I just need to be a bit more present. I need to slow down, listen, stop, breathe. And I always do this very intentionally every end of the year. It's like it just a light bulb goes in my head, like ding dong. Time for you to look and see, like stop and see what have you achieved for the year, what have you done. And I'm pretty proud of myself. I think I've achieved everything, and even I've surpassed everything I wanted to do this year. It's really crazy that the year Isha imelapse. I mean, I think I've had the best 2024. I've had the best year, to be honest. And I know the reason I've had the best year is because I've been healing myself intentionally. I've been doing the work, I've been putting in the work. I've really worked on myself. Like this is the most I've improved throughout my life. I'm really happy. I feel like and this was my blessing, like me receiving all the things I've received and having all the things I've been able to achieve. It's because I put in the work. So I have to apply the same thing in my sex life and my relationships. I can't keep cruising. And something that really shocked me is, I thought I was secure, but I realized I'm becoming very avoidant. And that's because the last guy I liked, he really, really did that to me. Okay, not to blame him. It's just I'm a person who's very open to love and emotions, and I'm very able to be honest about my emotions. But I've realized that being with people who, they don't like, let me tell you, this guy, okay, it's the ADHD. I'm sorry, I keep skipping stories, but I'll come back. This guy that I'm seeing now, he was explaining to me how, sometimes you find yourself living life, things like texting all the time are not that important. Not that not that important. They're not that. letter fights. Like you guys get to a point where you understand each other. As long as you're a phone call away, you get it. Like you can get each other anytime. Your communication is amazing. You guys keep each other in. You check on each other, in on each other. You stop having small fights about such things like texts. And in my head, I was thinking, okay, yeah, I don't need to text you all the time anyway. So I don't even care for this. In my head, I was thinking I didn't tell him. So I don't even care for this conversation that much because whether you text me or not, I'm fine. I'm very self sufficient. I'm very able to move through my day without caring if someone texted me or not. Because even me, I don't text all day. And I told him texting is for people who are idle, right? And he said, nope. Texting is not for people who are idle. Texting is very much a normal way to check in with your partner. And then he asked me, why do you feel like that? And I had to think, and I was like, oh my God, that question blew my mind because it showed me, yani, that the guy I was seeing last, this guy, oh my God, he would never talk to me. He would never, hata sijui why I was standing here. Okay, he's not the guy I was seeing before. It's the last guy let me say the last guy I think I really caught feelings for because I saw a few guys after that. But Sisa Yeye, he's from last year and I'm still talking about him. Oh my God. Go on Love and Orgasms and read my latest stories about a guy called Fernando. It's about him. So this Fernando, he's been in my head for a minute. And when I think that's why when I think about, sex or feelings, it's him I go back to. I don't even count the guys in between. So you see how the girl math comes in when it comes to counting bodies? Yeah, that's just me. That's just for me. I don't know about other girls, but I feel like women can understand me better. Because also, if I don't come, it doesn't count. It doesn't count to me. You don't count as it's a waste of time. That's why I have to be intentional so that I don't fall into these spaces where I'm seeing people that I have no emotional connection with. Like I'm just able to be honest and say, hey, I'm not feeling this instead of Kwendelesha. Him asking me this question made me realize, oh my God, this guy conditioned me to stop even expecting texts to the point that I feel like people texting is idling. Texting is such a normal thing, showing each other emotion and communicating. That's such a basic thing. And so I realized I've reclused so much, nimerudi kwa avoidance. And a few years back, I used to be very anxious. And now I'm completely avoidant. Like if someone doesn't even call me, I'm cool. My life goes on. I still do the things I need to do. When we talk, we talk. And I'm realizing that's not, I mean, it can be my normal, but we have to have a healthy balance of communication going on, speaking to each other, telling each other what we're feeling, what we're going through. And yeah, so that's a lesson I learned about myself. So now I have to start working on myself again to go back into being secure and to just not to be a certain way because someone did something to me, to just go back to being myself, which is I love communicating. I love talking on the phone. I love texting my lover. And I'm sure he really loves it. He appreciates it because he does it consistently. I don't even have to ask him. He communicates. It's so nice. You see what abuse does to your brain? It actually chemically rewires everything. Such things, you think you've mastered communication every time, and then my mind is always blown like boom. All this advice I give people, I should be applying it in my life. So that's such a good realization. I think, to be honest, that's the only thing that's happening in my life. I feel good. I feel happy. Will I have sex soon? Yes. I feel like yes, I feel like it's coming. I think I want to. I'm young, I'm hot. I need to stop holding back because now that's why hata blog iko tu hivyo ndee, iko fwa. Sina stories za kuwapigia kwa sababu I've not been intentional about my sex life. I've just been cruising through life, like letting life happen to me instead of taking charge. But that is going to change. So I wanted to share all this, and this was such a freestyle because I was like, sija record in a minute, staki hata kitu scripted, wacha tu ni record kitu so that ni also ni make my promise to myself. And to be honest, I've really surpassed all my goals this year. I've gone beyond everything I set out for myself, and I've directly received equivalent, if not more, blessings. So I'm living proof that if you put in the work, it comes back to you. And putting it in the work doesn't mean that you're putting in the work and then waiting for the results. It just means putting in the work is your normal. That's your baseline. That's you living your life. If you say you're gonna go to the gym, you're going to the gym. Just go to the gym. Don't start like, looking at your tummy, you're saying the tummy is not going, your ass is not becoming bigger. Like you just go to the gym. There's so many rewards that come from that, even beyond your body changing. It really, like this year, I've really worked on my body. I've worked on everything. I think I've been really intentional about, my work and stuff. But now I think it's time for me to be to be able to balance with my personal life, with my friendships. I don't know if my friends feel neglected by me. I'll check in with them. But I feel like I've not been as present as I should have been because I was consistently thinking about, being an adult and managing stuff. It's not easy, especially as a firstborn. But now that I'm even more aware, I'm happy. I'm happy to go back into being myself. I love a girl who's just ready for love and ready to be loved. And listen, mapenzi ni tamu. Kubali kupendwa, kubali kufunguliwa mlango, kukisiwa forehead, kubaiwa maua na machokleti. Someone asking you, baby, have you eaten? Sending you food. Someone sending you money just because. Trips because you want to. Involving you, like all the conversations are we are going, let's go, we are going, we are doing. Feeling included and loved and cared for, it's really important. Kubali kupendwa. And I'm not saying be delusional. I'm just saying, like, enjoy. Don't be someone who's consistently, having the fear at the back of my mind that you might get hurt. I've realized that's what's holding me from even seeing good things when they're happening for me. Because it's like I'm not even being grateful because these things nika nimezoea na si poa kuzoea. Ni poa kunotice, huu msee by the way ananitreat poa na ananifanyia poa. Ndo pia niweze kupeana gratitude. Niweze yeah. So actually, I'm gonna plan a Friendsgiving and invite my friends, all my 3 friends, invite them over, do something nice. Maybe we can exchange gifts. I don't know, because it's near Christmas. But anyway, I just wanted to record this and say all this, and just remember to be present. Don't let one thing take over your life. Like if you're chasing money, don't let just money be your whole life. If you're chasing pussy, don't let pussy be your whole life. Everything in moderation. Take care of your health, take care of your body, love yourself, love other people, tell them you love them, and be happy. Okay, let me now record the other episodes. Doo-doo.